Hello YouTube, Ronan Kazi here. Today I have a video of legendary DC, but this one's going to be good. A lot of times you see me going through here and we roll pretty easily through the whole instance. In this case, we've been doing pretty good pretty far. We've been mowing through stuff. We got through
An agent needs assistance.
the room before. There's one chunga. This is kind of a DPS check. Now we have like a really good one target person who, you know, we're usually taking people down, but this is a case that you're going to see where we get pushed all the way back. And this happened all the time when I first got in here, and I had my different builds and everything. And then once I had this build, this kind of stopped. But I'm showing even with my superstar build, this still happens. So we'll break down kind of what happens. At a certain point,
Agent down.
we have not stopped them out of their spawn, so we need to retreat into this room. And so the first thing happens, we lose 25% of our DPS. Now I don't know. That might have been our weapon, our high weapon DPS. So now we've lost probably the thing that DPS-wise would be in this group. So I'm doing my Seekers and Pulse, and that's okay. But it's not enough of a threat against 3 Chungas to push them. So now we lose another 25%. He's in the middle of the room. Now we lose another 25%.
Vital signs critical.
So now, and I'm just about dead. So now we're down 75% of our DPS. And so this is when you have to know the mechanics of a fight. The Chungos will constantly reset. They'll come in a little bit and they'll reset. So they'll give you a little breathing room to get your people up. Again, with the Pulse, the EMP Jammer Pulse, it stuns them a little bit. So I'm trying to put some threat on them. And it doesn't give me 100% chance to revive the person, but it usually gives you about 25%. Here it almost went 50% before they start going. So now I have the second person up. So we're in a position where we're not going to push the enemy. We're going to kind of stabilize the situation. And this is when you have to be patient if you're down person. If you were down person where that guy was, where I rezzed him, you'd probably go get him. But that one is exposed in the middle. You're exposed to the hives of the Chungas, so there's really nothing we can do. We have to wear the Chungas down. And so you can kind of see that maybe if I was using turrets, I'm doing high DPS on one person. I have different weapons. I have a capacitor. I have test subject that could increase that by 20%, 37%, or whatever, 40%. On my different high DPS skill builds, I would hit the shotgun on them. When they get status effects, it's 27% more damage, and then I took out the test subject. You know, it's another 20%. You got 40%. Increasing your damage. But I got 3 Chungas, and if they start hiving, they're going to take my turret down. So it's debatable what would be better. I'd have to completely go into this different. Against the Black Tusk, I like always having the Jammer Pulse because it takes care of the dogs and the Johnny Fives. So you can see we've gotten them down to a point where one of my teammates is going to res the other guy. And that's just because I've wiped so many times in this spot. It's like the first DPS check in this spot. And we got pushed out of the room in front of us. So I want you to think about that. With this fight, it's supposed to be in a whole different room. But they pushed us back a whole room. So this fight, the bar fight, and we're kind of pushed out of the bar fight. The bar fight's a place where you can gauge the DPS of your squad. Does that mean you should quit and throw it in? No. It just means you might have to switch from your favorite build to a more DPS heavy build in my case. Or if you're dying and you're the DPS, you may have to realize, man, the drop off, if I'm our main DPS in weapon, the drop off is so steep that I can't afford to die. I have to play a little less aggressive. So I know it's a short video today. Again, I appreciate everyone. I'm almost at 200. At a certain point, I will, give away things. If I ever get to that point where I can afford to do that, I'll give away things. But I appreciate the 200 so of you that have joined. We're not at 200 yet, but that's nearly 200 of you. So thank you, everyone. Hope you have a good day.